You see how the whole inside is lined with this thick rubber? The idea is to prevent air from and the pollution, the possible pollution from this tank will more or less be minimized with this rubber. And then what we are now going to do is to start filling and then compacting. We are going to mix it with molasses to at least hasten the rate of breakdown. It's a grass, so naturally, even if you don't add molasses, because it's a grass, it will still break down, but it is often slower. So what we are going to do is to start filling this place up, and then we are going to have some of the biggest people stepping in here. The most important thing is to ensure that you press and ensure that all the air is out. Once you take out all the air, maybe there may just be some few pockets there, but the idea is to make sure that anaerobic breakdown begins, and what that begins, those ones begin to establish a bigger colony and they take over. Within a matter of 2 weeks, this should be getting ready. But as I said, we're not going to be using this anytime soon. We are expecting that maybe in 3 months' time, maybe we may visit one of these. That is when we want to start using our silage, and that is when maybe our own stocks of dry residue would have been running down. So yes, you can keep watching. As I said, you can subscribe. And as you see, our first batch of first half arrived. We're going to be adding this layer and the layer, compacting, and then spreading the molasses on it. We expect to be done in maybe over an hour or mostly in 2 hours. It is extremely patient and painstaking process. But hey, when you get it right, you love it, because there's nothing more exciting than when you feed your animals and grow your animals in a very manner. So thank you for staying with us. We'll keep the process and then keep you updated as we have.
See my face.
Do the flashback.
You don't go see what I face.
Know your face you want.
That's that. Okay. So as you can see, we have been here close to an hour now. Filling in the grass, mixing with molasses, and then stepping to ensure that we achieve compaction. We haven't even gone halfway yet. You can look at how the heat is now. It's almost halfway. So even my suspicion is that this may not be enough to fill this tank, so we may need to take some from what we already dried out there and then wet it up with molasses and then fill the place. So basically, this is what we are doing, compacting it, trying to make sure that we take out all the air, then we put out and see. Then it's goodbye till we leave it. So that is just like 1/4 way of our journey. But if you want to be able to save nutritious food for your animals, we're talking about feeding those 50 cattle, and it's no child's play. But all we're trying to highlight is that you can easily do it. You don't need any sophisticated equipment. You don't need any chemicals and strong earth moving or compacting equipment. Just a simple old tank, cover put together from sacks, and then we are good to go. Good. See, in fact, as you can see, that is where we started. Back, we are back there. That means everything that was there, the heat, is now inside this tank. And we still have some space to go. So that should tell you that we have achieved significant compaction. So this tank contains almost 20 times its normal quantity, but we have compressed everything, and I'm standing there and barely feel any movement. And if we add a little grass, top it and then cover it up, we are very sure this can stay up to 6 months, if not beyond. And given the level of compaction, we're going to have very good output. So that is it. The secret is find cheap containers, get a plastic liner, find innovative ways to crush your grass. If your farm is small, cut by hand. If you have a relatively large farm, there are smaller versions of this machine. This one does up to 3 tons per hour. This one does up to 3 tons per hour. There are smaller versions, depending on the size of the farm. I can assure you it is good to invest in a machine. Chaff cutter, others call it. This one crusher. It will save you a lot of hustle. And as I said, if your farm is small, you are really better you get a smaller one. And this is very efficient, energy efficient, and then also effective. We are able to adjust based on the size of cut you want. And with this, you have your destiny in your own hands. You can go to the farms. Some of them will ask you for a token, others cut it for you free. But all I can say is that you can get corn, stoffers, millet stalks, and what have you, and then come and grate it and then make your silage. You save yourself a lot of trouble during the dry season and spending a lot buying residue that actually doesn't add value to your livestock. So we are going to just wrap up and then cover this thing. Hopefully we'll let you see how we cover it when we get there. But yes, as I said, subscribe to this channel, like, leave a comment, and we'll reach out to you. Yeah, so after 3 hours of being here, this is where we finally reach. The two of us are the heaviest guys here. Him because of his height, me because of my size. But you can see we are virtually standing and there's no movement. So we are full and we are ready to cover. So the basic idea is add put molasses, compact. If you don't have molasses and there are grasses and they are even moistened, you still have an aerobic breakdown taking place. So give this a try, and then I'm sure you would like it. But those who can afford, make some silage. It's a very easy way to make nutritious food for livestock. I'm now going to go down, and then I'm not going to film the going down process, so you're not going to know how I go down. But you will see me down, and then we are covering this thing. That is a case I'm not really here. So the next time you see me, I'll be down, and then we'll be covering this thing up. As you can see, we have made sure that the plastic ceiling is far extending the size of the tank, so that we can have enough to bring back to cover from all sides, and then we'll put the lid on top of it. If there's the need, we'll seal it with plastic tape But because of what we have done here in terms of the compaction and the fact that we have enough rubber to overlap each other, we may not need to seal it. And we also have a decent nutritious food for our livestock in the dry season. So yes, this is making tank silage from sorghum and corn residue. As I said, remember to subscribe to my wife's channel, like it, send her a message, and then she will get back to you. I was going to come down, and I'm down. That part of the coming down will be for the next episode, but we are now going to cover our silage. The nation was in October from all sides. So this thing is going to more than overlap. You can see that we are almost achieving full coverage. Now, even this side, now we take this side in. And we have this.
And the 17th day. About the 17th day.
Yeah. He's saying that we should just see to make assurance, double sure. But even if you live this way and put just a stone on top of this place, nothing is going to happen. But we just want to seal it, to cover it up. And hey, that is your tank silage. Thank you for watching. It's a pleasure having you.